So after realizing that it was going to be a solo journey, if you will, I kind of took up the approach of trying to embody and be the change that I wanted to see in the world. I gave up fast food and, you know, most processed food and, tried to start eating healthy. And eventually I kicked a lot of bad habits, alcohol, weed, porn, the everything that lowers your vibration, if you will. So then it's like, okay, what next? What's the next step? You want to save the world. You see all this despair and you see all the seems like the cleaner you get, the more dirt you see. And it's hard, because somebody that's an empath and like myself, it's almost like you want to go back and but once you start this journey, you can't go back. So, you know, I I kind of dug deep and prayed and got into meditation, and I tried to figure out what can I do. And I compiled all this information, and I ended up having a lot of information on the chakra system. And I applied to teach a class at the county jail. And there was two ways I was going to go. Either I was going to teach a world religions class and, kind of give an overview of all the world religions and just kind of sneak in that pretty much they're all the same, just different versions, different time frames, different parts of the world, but at the core, they're all the same. Or I was going to teach a class on the chakras, the chakra systems. So as I went on through the process with the head guy at the jail or whatever, he asked for a itinerary or, whatever to see, my class, what my class was going to look like and what I was going to teach and all this and all that. And we went all the way through the process, and eventually it got to, whether it's going to be yes or no. And I remember it. He asked for my information so he could do a background check and see, if I was going to be able to get in the jail past the whatever protocol or whatever. Needless to say, I didn't hear back. I didn't hear back from him after that. And I wasn't too upset because, I put myself out there and I wanted to help. I wanted to help the guys in there, because I've been in there before. And I felt like it could have benefited them. And probably wouldn't have benefited the jail so much, but that's neither here nor there. So he ghosted me, and then I was stuck with all this information, and I ended up turning it into a book on the chakras. So from there, it just kind of grew into a movement, personal movement, if you will. And I think I ended up with some really good work, and I know it can help people if they try to apply it to their own lives or situations. And yeah, so I ended up with about 3 books. and I'm going to read the introduction from my 3 books in hopes that that will entice you all enough to go purchase the ebooks online and read the rest of the works and, start your journey or reignite your journey or just reinforce your journey, let you know that somebody else is out there thinking the same things and, that the time is now to do our parts in changing the world, changing the earth, and creating this new earth that I believe is here. So, yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll be posting real soon about the different works, the different introductions.